I wish to take this time to really like just appreciate a movie that I went to watch Izolo. Knuckle City is the name of the movie, and I think I want to give like a young review and my own thoughts and interpretations of what I got from the film, obviously without spoiling it. And but before I continue, I mean, I wish to make it clear that I'm not like a professional critique of like movies and theater, and this is just because my heart is still melting from watching it, Isola, and I feel the need to really take time and appreciate like South African quality. But before I kind of go on with that, I wish I posted something Isola after watching it, and I think I want to go with my initial feeling and resonance and thoughts of what I thought of the film. So I posted on my social media platforms, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just watched a perfect movie. It's very rare that you get a film that perfectly assumes, captures, and represents a culture, a place, language, energy, people, and context of the setting. The casting was perfect, visually compelling, brilliant direction, and performance from everyone. The storyline, the writing, the symbolism is pregnant with meaning with no missing link. Happy ending, which was a bonus for me because I love happy endings. And my heart was really melting from that instance up until now. So yes, I'm just going to kind of like expand on what I meant there, and how the movie is making me feel in this moment in time. I think first and foremost, like authenticity. Let's start there. I appreciated like so many things about the film, and I appreciated the fact that the writer and the director of the film is literally from Mdantsane, telling a story. Sasem Mdantsane hired people from Mdantsane, I believe, the actors and some of the people that were like part of the production. And yes, literally told a story of a narrative some Tanzania, from an honest point of view, and also celebrating the place itself. I thought that was really, really, really cool, and authenticity was bound to come from that, and we were bound to have a connection to that place. Literally, when watching the movie, I felt a part of the film. I felt a part of the context and the world that they were displaying for me. So I thought the representation of the place was really amazing. I thought the language used, it was great. It was amazing. There was a brave choice that the writer and the director, I think, he went with. I mean, I'm not gonna give much away, but I think he went with a really brave choice, which I really appreciated, because I think that's who we are as the people, and also as a people that belongs, in the Xhosa nation. That's how my mom talks. That's how Ekaya people talk. That's how I talk. So I'm not going to mention it because I want you to go and see it in the film. I really, really appreciated that. That was a brave choice. That was an excellent choice. The child actors, they had a lot of child actors that I think did an amazing job. Guys, I was sitting in that theater, in that cinema, and I could hear from other people saying, wait, abantwana benza njani babangaboni baba actor, you know what I mean? So they those children literally, I love them. So I bravo to the casting, bravo to the child actors, bravo to everyone who's included in that production. I thought it was really amazing. And another thing to commend is the fact that they used local artists. I really loved that from non-acting artist. So there was a rapper that also rapped. I think it was his song, and it was credited as as his stage name, or yeah. I think that was a really cool gesture. I appreciated the fact that they took actors that I think most of them are from Ekapa, but I think they have a relationship with Mdantsane, London, so I really appreciated that they took abantu from Glandau that know the language and the culture, and the mannerisms and the culture of Landau, and they pulled it off. Like every single one. Like Bongile, absolute respect, utmost respect. His work is really beautiful. Uputi that played his younger brother, I think he did a stellar job. Like I fell in love with that character. I thought he assumed it so well, and I don't see anyone like playing that character as well as he did. Everyone, Uma, I had so many like favorite characters from that movie. Like everyone just assumed that part, like they assumed that world and owned it, and it made it easy for me to really enjoy the movie, you know, because everyone like literally saw the vision and they went with it. So the acting was beautiful, the accent was beautiful, the culture, the mannerisms. We had a Tupac right there. I think I really loved it. Like the writing as well as the dialogue. It was a moving dialogue. It was not dialogue for dialogue's sake. It's something that we don't have often, I think, in my honest opinion, that our writing can improve. It can be better. But in that movie, I felt like it was top notch because everything that they said was purposeful, and everything that they said was moving the story, or it was feeding towards the world, and it made sense. It made sense, and I really, really think I enjoyed that so much. And the subject it was also tackling, it's celebrating a sport that is so huge in the Eastern Cape, if not the whole of South Africa. Like boxing is one of those things that I think we known for in the world, that we kind of stand out in as people of South Africa. I think I mean I also searched online that there's about like 17 like boxers, like professional boxers that went into the not national but the world championships or something like that. But they went to compete like internationally and get boxing, you know. So it means we really have a rich knowledge in terms of that, and also yeah, using the original places, Oriental theater, using the real people, using the real places. I think like I said, authenticity was bound to come from that. We can't not connect with such truth that is taken from that angle. And also the subject matter. I thought it was amazing how it dealt with a subject of a toxic masculinity. I think their approach was really amazing. I don't want to really speak much because I know I tend to give things away if I try to denote them and explain them in a detailed manner. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think it's a dialogue that needs to be had. And thank you to the movie for not underestimating its audience. I really appreciated that so much. In the Yoba, you know, some movies tend to kind of like try and spoon feed you everything, and you know, show in instead of like telling or playing it, they showing it, you know. I'll give you one instance in that movie where the younger Dudu especially no Budwake, and obviously they're not from a cute background, they're not from like a cute home structure, and then they were watching this movie, and then in this movie this guy was saying, am I my brother's keeper, talking to someone else about, you know, about something else. But what that moment denoted was it was reflecting the world egadudu and Budwake, yes, well, it was raising questions. But is he his brother's keeper now that Abazal Albaki are so carefree and they're not taken care of? So he had to assume the position and the responsibility of taking care of his younger brother, you know. So it made a commentary to that. It was not like something that was like boom, but it was great in the way in which they told it, because it was like a frame within a bigger frame, if that makes sense. So it was a moment on top of another moment that was shown on a bigger frame, you know. I enjoyed that. Like there were moments where I was like, oh, that is this because of this, and the movie had like a perfect structure and way in which it told the narrative. It was not, there were no missing link. There's no part where I was like, but how did you get to that? Because I did not have none of that. It made perfect sense. I thought it was amazing. I really thought it was amazing, and I really commend the squad. And one last thing is, you know, South Africa is a very complex and diverse, you know, kind of country, and we need to I think commit to really representing and also appreciating each section, like what they did with this movie. Tanzania really like committed and gave us like an insight of what Tanzania is like, what people in Tanzania, you know, the culture of the people, how they talk, and it committed to that world without trying to appease to so many people and the whole of South Africa. It was just saying, listen, Tanzania, this is how things happen, this is what Tanzania is known for, this is how people live, this is how, you know, these are some of the socio-economic issues that people in Tanzania have. And I really appreciated that, because it appreciated that part of South Africa that is complex and also diverse in its own right. There was just so many things, but I wish, I mean, I wish to see more productions having this kind of quality. The shorts were amazing. There's nothing I'm sad that I don't have anything to critique about the movie. You know, as much as, especially when I go to theater, yes, I go for fun, I go for enjoyment. But as an actor, I've pick on things, and I have a very critical eye. Um, yeah, and I speak on them because we can only grow from such instances. But yeah, that movie was just perfect for me. If I had to rate it, man, out of 10, if they say nothing is perfect, then a solid 9.5 for me would do, like a 9.5, and confidently so. And I will make a bold claim right now. Like, I'll make a bold claim, and this is just a personal opinion and review, in a sense that I think this is the best thing we've had in South Africa um, since Utsotsi. You know, judging based on a criteria that I gave you, like in terms of visuals, in terms of committing to the setting, in terms of writing, in terms of choices, in terms of representation of a part of South Africa, in terms of casting, in terms of the genuineness of the characters as well as the story. And I think this is one of the best movies that we've ever had in South Africa, and I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to check it again, and this is me urging you to go watch the film. And yeah, let's just open up a dialogue, and really engage about like some of the things that we consume and what we get from these narratives, because ultimately that's the whole purpose of film, I think. As an artist and as an actor, that we try to reflect our world, our society. And what better way to know if we are actually doing that, if and unless we can like have a dialogue, you know, and have people kind of telling us what they think about like the work that we put out there. So yes, go check out the movie. Ngeke uzisole, you know, ngeke uzisole, because I'm going to check it out like for the second time again. So yeah, this is what I think. Yeah, like I said, I wish to make it clear that I'm not a professional critique. I'm not. Yeah,